This is SlapperCast, episode 4650. We are interviewing the dragon.
Hey. All right, I'm ready. Are we driving?
We're driving.
If we're driving, we're slapping.
We
Give me
are.
a number. Slap a number on this, baby.
Episode 320. Oh, shit. 20,
Oh.
Wait, is it 27?
I was going to guess 27.
Fuck.
328.
Damn it. I can't check because I'm using my phone.
Just do both numbers and cut the one you want.
This is episode 326.
I think it's 27.
This is episode 327.
Let's use one of those.
This is episode 328.
Yeah. Just keep going. Then we don't
I think
stop
I'm covered now, yeah.
All right.
I think you should leave all this.
Yeah. I think it's so, too.
It's rare that at least one of us doesn't know.
We know. We just like to see you struggle.
Oh.
So we're in a town called Lufkin. I don't know if you know this, but this is a town made famous for people that actually don't procreate with other humans. They use vegetables.
Oh.
So
Wait.
yeah. It's anyway. So we're in a town called Lufkin. A lot of red lights. Let's stop at this one. We just left a place called Nacogdoches. What does Nacogdoches mean? People that like to, what? Yes, get freaky with Mexican food. So we did a festival. Their first time playing the festival because it's the first annual. A lot of fun. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you, nice grounds, great food, great people. Javier running sound.
Yeah. Total pro.
Pretty fun, pretty good. Great system, great sound system.
You were just eating some of the food you bought there.
Yes, I was.
I was going to say that it has to be said, a very well curated selection of food trucks and services there. One of the best I've seen anywhere. I mean, let alone any festival or Irish, Scottish or Irish festival we've done, Celtic festival. It's cool. Very broad selection. Lots of good stuff.
Cheryl and Paul, handpicked. Cheryl and Paul, the owners. Yeah.
And you said that Indian food that you had was like the best, some of the best you've had, and compared to the Indian food you've had in Ireland, which is some of the best Ireland. I mean, some of the best Indian food you've ever had.
Yeah, some of the best Ireland. I think that's the title. It's just a fact. It's a fact. If you go to Nacogdoches, you're going to get freaky with some Mexican food. If you go to Ireland or you go to Scotland, you're going to get the best Indian food. You know, I don't know why. I don't make the rules. I just tell you how it is. When I left Ireland, everything was very bland. Not good coffee and all that stuff. Anyway, there's just a renaissance after with the food and the drinks and all that stuff. And everything's improved just exponentially. But I didn't have my hopes up today at the Highland Games for the thing. But a friend of ours, incidentally, we will be back in Nacogdoches, back in Nac.
Nice.
Thank you. I think that's the time. We will be back. We've invited ourselves to play at the brewery up here in Nacogdoches, and that's going to happen pretty soon. So
nice.
They were just, everybody's so nice, and everybody came in, we sold a ton of T-shirts. It's just a great town.
It's their first time back here in like 15 years or something.
Long time.
It's my first time back here in like 8 or 9 years.
That's right. You went to school here,
Frank.
Hi, everybody. Frank here. Yeah, so I used to be a student at Stephen F. Austin State University. I did my undergraduate degree in music. A bachelor's in music with focus in music composition.
Yes.
There. It feels like a lifetime ago at this point.
Do you know the Stephen F. Austin song? The hymn, the war hymn, the fight song, the anthem,
You don't want to hear that right now. That needs to be practiced in rehearsal first, and then I'll do that for you.
Come
In
on,
other words,
dude,
no.
Dude,
Let it rip, man.
Dude, come on.
I'd have to refresh myself.
So come on.
Yeah. Frank.
Come on, Frank. Come on, Frank. What's the first line?
Baby got.
I like Turbo's answer. We'll just go with that. Like I said, I will have to refresh myself.
Oh man, I think you scared Frank.
I know. Well,
No,
Frank,
it was a good
Tell me,
festival.
I'm scared. And I'm stuck inside this van
yeah.
with 3 strangers I just met.
I had this truck. I had a pot roast and fry bread. I didn't know if it sounded good. It just sounded. But everybody around there, I was like, hey, what are you getting? I was just asking people.
Yeah.
I never do that. And everyone's like, oh, you got to get the pot roast. They're going to sell out. You got to get the pot roast. And so that was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
So
Then I went back to get a second one and they were sold out. I was like, oh crap, they were sold out. But that was good. So the Indian food thing in Ireland, that's real? That's a real
Yeah,
thing?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you.
Are we going to get some Indian food on the tour? Let's
Yeah.
go.
Spice Cottage in Salanoggin.
Yeah.
That's my go-to. And
That's your favorite place?
yes, 100%.
Spice Cottage?
Spice Cottage.
Spice Cottage.
I wonder if they deliver over here.
Take us there with you next time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This year.
Spice Cottage.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to talk till you do the song, bro.
Yeah.
You don't tell me.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
You need to shut your sartain, man.
Oh.
Yeah, honestly, like the only part I really feel solid. I remember like there's like okay, it's like one of the lines was like all hail to SFA.
There you go.
Something like that, and then I honestly would have to.
He's
I'd have
making
to do
this
the
up.
rest, Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bro, you're off groundation.
Yay! I'm off groundation.
SFA, isn't that sweet fuck all?
Sweet fuck all.
I thought that's what SFA was.
I'm loving this episode.
So, Stephen F. Austin, what's the F for?
Nobody's entirely sure.
What do you mean nobody? You mean you're not sure? So were you at
It's
this
like
school
full-
at all? Okay, let me backtrack.
I was there a lifetime ago. This is
So-
a reincarnation of me ever since that time.
So we drove into town, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, where's the best place for that?" He goes, "Oh, I don't know." I said, "Okay, where do you go to meet women?" I don't know. Where do you go to get? He didn't know anything. I'm not even sure Frank Sartain is his real name. I think the big red horn. I think it's a fake. Anyway, so we man, a lot of fun today. A lot of fun today. 3 sets. It's just a joy when you get to play unencumbered with, they're not stopping for announcements, or they're not, there's no goofy parade going through the thing. We have to stop and and Javier run the sound. Just let it rip.
Yeah.
I mean, turn the volume knobs up, and people. It wasn't excruciatingly loud, but people that with kids and stuff, were able to go all the way down to the back of the. It was just a very large metal covered. The breeze was beautiful. The temperature, it's 79 degrees. I mean, it feels like 73 out there. It's just a glorious day.
Yeah, it was perfect.
And
Couldn't have been better.
yeah, it's been a while since that. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And look at that, we're at 6 o'clock. We're on the road home.
Yeah, what the hell?
On a Saturday night. This is great. We should stop and play somewhere. You're getting a gig. Anyway, let me ask you this. Gun to your head, you gotta get a face tattoo. It's gotta be minimum 3 inches. What are you gonna get on your face and
Like just
where on
face?
your
Can you put it on your head?
Where?
Like right here?
on your forehead, anywhere.
You have to say where on your face, right?
And yeah, I couldn't think. Last night I just think it's the goofiest question, but I would like to know.
Ooh, pick me.
Oh, you're first.
Go, Frank.
You're first.
All right, so for my tattoo on the
Frankie
face,
F. Austin.
good man. Or as you say, good. So, all right, so to answer the tattoo question, so
Fuck that guy.
here's what I would do. I would have a tattoo on my forehead of the big red horn
Oh,
across my forehead, and then across my cheeks, nose, and chin. I'd have the Spanish translation for the big red horn, which according to Google is El Gran Cuerno Rojo. Yeah, it'd be all like fancy and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be my tattoo.
Okay.
Oh, and all in red, by the way.
Of course.
Nice,
Chad,
nice.
what would you get?
Was it have the letters, have the word yay on my forehead?
Like Kanye?
No, like Y-A-Y exclamation point
I like the Kanye.
for no reason. Yeah, I guess if it was him, it would just be Y-E, right?
I don't know. I don't even know.
And then like a little line coming out of my nostril that looks like a nose hair. Just so people can say, hey, you have a nose hair? And I say, no, I don't. Leave me alone.
Good one. All right, Trevor, you're up.
I'm doing 2.
2.
I'm going right here on the side, right here,
A horn.
like temple. No, I'm doing the kick drum head. No, with the line through it.
Oh.
The no the.
yeah.
And then I'm gonna tattoo underneath my eyes the black football strips. Like that reflect the sun. So people all the time will be like, "Is he wearing football strips?" Just the black.
Yeah.
Right there. That's what I would do.
Got it.
Not seriously, but I would do that.
Okay.
No, I just think it'd be sick right on the side like that. That'd be awesome.
I would have somebody with Parkinson's tattoo rapist on my forehead. just, to where like it looked like I was being held down,
You just have me do it. It'd be the same thing. It's my handwriting sucks.
Well, your handwriting is terrible, yeah. But you would have a capital and then
Yeah.
It would be a cursive for one, then
Right.
capital,
Yeah.
then backwards. Yeah, it would look like a ransom.
I'd have a
Or if I didn't do that one, I'd have somebody do like an R. Kelly in a heart, on my cheek, a big one, just have a conversation starter, have a nice, a nice little. I want to talk to that guy.
I have a face tattoo story. Can I tell you a story?
Come on, this is what we're here for.
We were in.
Welcome to SlapperCast. This is Turbo. Turbo, tell us your story.
This is probably. It's over a decade ago. It's a long time ago. But we were in San Francisco at the 49ers Cardinals game. So it's a 49er home game.
Is that football?
Football.
American football.
American football.
Got it.
It's me and my brother, my stepbrother, my dad, and my dad's friend. And I don't know if there was anybody else with us, but we had a big group. And we're all wearing Cardinal stuff. So we're getting harassed the whole time. Like, we're getting harassed. And, well, the Cardinals had a good play. And my stepbrother jumps up. Matt jumps up, claps. And this dude, like, I don't know, 3-4 rows down, a couple seats over, gets up. Big dude. I mean, he is this big around. He's got giant beads. They're this big around his neck, like hanging. And he's got a giant tarantula tattoo. It's on his face, down his neck. I mean, big. It's like this. A big tarantula. And he goes, "Hey!" Down. And my stepbrother's clapping, and he just goes and sits down. And he's all like this. The dude with the tarantula's all like, you're not cheering for the other team. I don't know if my stepbrother got up the rest of the game. He was terrified. Dude was a giant. I'm like, that dude's got a tarantula on his face. He don't care about nothing.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, it was.
Yeah, anybody with a tattoo on their face.
The legs were like this, like around his eyes, like over the nose and like down the neck. Oh man, it was next level. Anyway, that's my story.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
He just goes, "Hey, down."
I like it.
That's all.
Yeah, I don't know if I think as a joke I might just get a couple of the teardrops, for the kills. But,
Smiley face.
Yeah. No, the teardrop, like.
Oh yeah, right
know.
here. Yes, I don't know.
Just get a couple of those just for the hell of it. I mean, I don't have tattoos. I never liked them on me. I don't mind them on other people, And I did tell my kids, no tattoos until you're 21.
Yeah.
I think it's smart.
Yeah. It's just I know I would have done, rapist or just fucking Cosby Show,
Yeah, I got a few. I'm like, why did I do that? And I'm like,
Yeah, but I mean,
I just lived. You just.
yeah, but
I morphed it into something else.
yeah, and you got good tattoos versus the I remember there was a bouncer at one of the clubs I worked at when I moved to Houston, and he had a Black Panther on his arm. No, it was his forearm, and he had it looked like the Black Panther was tearing his skin, like clawing his arm to stay on. So he had the red. I mean, and I'm sure at one point it looked good. No, let me start again. Sorry, that one was still looking okay, but the one that he got, I guess, back when he was in the Navy, was a polar bear. It looked like the polar bear had been microwaved. It looked like Iggy Pop in a fur coat after being put in a microwave for an hour. It was awful because the polar bear was. And that was my. I'm not getting a tattoo.
Yeah.
They just don't age well. Like the flames and those kind of designs, they're fine because they're not.
They'll last.
Yes, but the definite, and you've all seen the horror stories of people that get their kids' faces tattooed, and it looks like it looks like a victim of a crime. It's been put on their skin.
Do you remember on the original Blaggards website? I had those pictures of us that my mom took. And
yes.
I created this quad, like our mug shots basically, and then
yes.
I photoshopped this pirate map over our faces. And you were telling me that I should have the part that was over my head. You said You should have that tattooed on your head. It was like this. My whole face, my whole head would have been blue with these map shapes all over.
Yeah.
It did look really cool.
It was cool, but it's nothing that you want enough to have done.
No. No.
Forever.
It would look cool for Halloween or something.
Yeah.
My grandpa, he's the one that me and my twin brother look like.
Yeah.
I'll show you a picture. He looked like him.
I
But
want to see a picture.
he had right here, like on his kind of lower stomach area, he had Donald Duck. Yeah, Donald Duck pushing a lawnmower, like it's mowing the area down there. Well, he had cancer and had surgery and had a bunch of stuff down. So by the time the surgery was over, the Donald Duck was like cut in half and was like this. So he's like the ass and the legs were over here. And and it's like the lawnmower's all jacked up. And he's like, I don't care. Like, it was pretty funny. Like,
Yeah.
I thought that was good. He's like, well, it was funny when I did it.
So Frank, any tattoos?
Nope, no tattoos. And actually, what you were saying, Patty, I actually feel the exact same way. Like, I don't feel like they're for me, but don't mind them on other people.
Yeah. Yeah, I know back when I was, when they started to become very, do you remember when they started to become so popular?
I think so, yeah.
When was that?
I was going to say,
90s?
I was going to say like early, late 80s, early 90s. That's when all the dancers would get the whatever anklet, or the whatever, and then something on the finger, and all the guys had the barbed wire, or the tribal.
Yeah.
Those fucking tribal. I can't stand that. Again, I can't stand it for me. Do I hate tattoos? No, not at all. But I cringe when I see those guys with the tribal tattoos, because it was like, that's all they had. There really wasn't a lot. Obviously there was a lot, but there wasn't a lot of discerning tastes, I'll say, around that time. Chad, were you ever tempted?
No. Never.
So am I the only one that's been has tattoos?
What?
I'm the only one here that has tattoos?
I actually have a tattoo. We started to talk about that a few weeks back. I actually have one, but nobody knows where it is, and nobody knows what it is, and they couldn't guess where or what. Does that make sense?
You have a tramp stamp?
That's not a tramp stamp anymore, because there's so much growth down there.
Can we share the next hotel room?
Yes, we can.
All right,
Let's
see you
get a
next
tattoo
week.
together, bro.
Yeah, I'll go.
Let's do it.
I've got one.
Dude,
No, I don't want that.
Why not? That's a staple, dude. Why would you get that? What are we getting?
That I would actually consider getting that on my arm.
I'm going to get bro.
on my forearm.
Bro.
Or something.
I'm going to get bro right there.
Not my
Yeah.
forearm, my shoulder.
Should I get James?
BREAUX, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to get.
No, you got to get the tats that come together. It's like the yin and yang. So,
Oh.
you know what I mean?
What would
Chat, let's do it. I'll do it with you.
Do what? The
Just get that dick.
Just right here?
Well, you can put it wherever you want.
Yeah.
I can't put it there. I don't have room there, but
Oh.
I'll put it on my leg. But that'd be cool, man. Let's go.
Why don't we stop by Jack in the Box and make room? Hey!
No. I was like, I was trying to find it. Like,
Yeah.
where is he?
Yeah.
Like,
Frank, what would your parents say if you showed up with a tattoo?
Honestly, I don't know. Well, I'd
Guess.
say actually, I have two thoughts. So you were saying to your kids, like they were not allowed to have tattoos until they turned 21.
Yeah.
So let's pretend I was under 21, got a tattoo. I feel like they would probably be upset and ground me at the very least. But I would say nowadays, if I got one, I feel like I might be able to kind of sense their opinion, but at the same time, they would be like, "Yep, you're an adult. You make your own decisions for yourself."
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about what I would. That's kind of what I think it would come to these days.
Chad, what would your mother say if you showed up with a tattoo?
She would be intrigued, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think she would. It depends on where. If I put it on my face, she wouldn't like it.
No, of course.
If it was on my arm, I don't think she'd be like, "Wow, really?" Okay.
She's a Smalling fan. I mean, she's gonna be. You show up with a, I was gonna say a hamburger tattoo, but you disowned. My mother would just go, my dad would be horrified.
Really?
Oh yeah. Any Catholic, that is Vatican I Catholic, meaning old school fire and brimstone, fire pits of hell, all that shit. Anybody like that, you know, fish on Fridays, no tattoos, no shelving, blah blah blah, all this. I mean, yeah, he would be horrified. He's one of those rare Vatican I Catholics, Roman Catholics, to, you know, like speaks Latin, all that shit. So yeah, my Hell Satan tattoo wouldn't go over well.
Right.
Oh, my parents were pissed.
They were, yeah.
I mean, even though I was 18.
Yeah.
But they were mad.
And who cared more? I mean, who was angrier?
My mom.
Your mother?
Oh, yeah.
100%. Does she have any now?
Yeah.
She does?
She has tattoos. Yeah.
Wow. What about your dad?
He has tattoos.
Wow, okay.
My dad has Woody Woodpecker on his arm.
What?
Smoking a joint. And he has the tequila worm on his back. I told him, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that nonsense.
Yeah, they owe you a fucking apology
I'm always
after that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'll have a get them on the phone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
My grandpa was the most mad.
check out. Thank you, Cheryl.
Oh, cool.
Isn't that pretty?
That's nice.
Isn't that nice? That was really sweet.
Really
Hey, tattoos. Okay, so if you brought home a prostitute, Frank. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Don't do it
Frank's
again.
like, actually,
Yeah, I can speak to that.
yeah.
Blonde, brunette, or red?
Yes. I just high dollar, like 5, 10. Oof. Good stuff. Have we mentioned lately that this year's sold out Ireland tour? Here we go.
No.
All right. Well, we're sold out. We do have a waiting list. If you want to go in October, we got a waiting list. Everything looks pretty solid right now. However, April 2026, boys and girls, let's let it rip. Let's call us up, nail it down, slap it. We're going.
Yep.
So, very excited about that.
Good.
We got, so by the time you hear this, we'll be packing our bags and getting ready for North Carolina, Rockville, Maryland, and Prospect Park in Pennsylvania, Philly. So we're gonna be heading that way, and then what else we're gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun up there. Then we come back and summer kicks in. I just can't believe how fast the months are flying.
Yeah.
Oh, and I hate to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. We're gonna rewind all the way back to today, to this afternoon, to Nacogdoches. Tell me your best song today, and I know the answer, and I'm not wrong. So who wants to go first? Best song. As he sips his coffee.
I thought Foggy Dew went pretty well today.
Foggy Dew was good both times.
Yeah.
Both times, I agree. That wasn't the one I was thinking, but that was definitely a good one. And I'm kind of, I can run hot and cold on that song only because it's rare that we go through a set without playing it. You know, we play it. That was requested like 3 or 4 different times today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That is a very often. That's a fave. That's definitely a favorite. That and Rocky Road and almost anything off Standards.
Yeah.
I was saying a couple of episodes ago about my favorite songs on Standards, where I neglected to mention that is one of the best ones that came out the best. I think. I know there were some things we had kind of issues with, like Bog Songs wasn't really done correctly.
Botany was awful.
Or Botany, the intros of both of those songs was just wrong.
Yeah.
But Foggy Dew came out pretty damn good, as did Rocky. There's an anomaly in Rocky. I don't know if a lot of people have caught this, but there's an extra measure right before the fiddle solo comes in. Yeah. There's an extra measure there just because we forgot where we were. We were recording it, and we could have had Joe edit it out, but we just said fuck it. So it took, when we came around to dubbing the fiddle on, Turi kept coming in too soon. We had to counter in because of that extra measure. It's kind of funny. Anyway, little nerdy trivia there.
Yeah. That's another one. Just can't really miss.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Omaha.
Omaha was good.
Omaha was good, yeah.
I really liked the tempo of it today. Felt good.
So,
liked it.
Our friend and your friend, Jay Holan, I was telling him a few months back how that song recrept. Is that a word?
Recrept.
Now. Recrept back into our set.
Yeah.
And has become so potent. Anywhere that we place it, just becomes one of those. That was a really good one.
It is.
lately, folks, if you haven't been to a show lately, you've been missing out. Somebody has been coming out from behind the SJC drum kit and walking to the front of the stage and shaking their hips and clapping and getting people into it. It's just been very, very fun. So,
Yep.
lot of good stuff. And Frank's been at home relearning and unlearning bad habits and, you know, relearning good ones. And it's starting to pick.
Yeah.
Starting to feel good.
Yeah, and I'll say to that, it almost felt like I was like relearning these songs like all over again from scratch. Is more or less how it felt.
Yeah.
But eventually, I was like in the practice, like, okay, I think this is starting to click together better.
Yeah.
Now come to all these shows. Okay, this is starting to feel natural now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very fun. Yeah, so as you can see, we were jumping around here subject-wise, but so...
Did you say your favorite?
No, I haven't said my favorite yet. So,
Our best?
huh?
What was the best?
Yeah, what was the best? Chad, did you pick?
I agree with Foggy. I think I was trying to think of another one that was.
You said Rocky too.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rocky was good. That's true.
Rocky was definitely good. I thought Running Back was one of the best.
Oh yeah, Running Back. Fuck yes. Okay.
I just see the eagle, see how it glides. That's what we were doing. That's what we were doing today in Running Back. And there's just a little extra fire. Tempo was up a little bit.
Yeah.
People were digging it too. I noticed that.
No
I don't even
joking.
think they noticed that they knew the
That's
song.
that's what I usually go off.
Yeah.
You know how good it feels and how quickly it comes back to
Yeah.
they're we've said this a bunch in the band. I don't know if we said it much on SlapperCast, but we when the sound is good. I'll commit it. No, that's good. When the sound is done well and the equipment is working, everything is, you can change a lyric and it's instantaneous. Boom, everybody gets it. When the sound is not good, you can change a word. Some people can hear it because they know that somebody's full of shit and they're not going to be singing the right, and it's there's kind of muffled. It's more of a kerfuffle than it is a got it, a chain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Today was one of those days where you move, they move. You throw down, they throw down.
Yeah.
And it was instantaneous. It was contagious. It was infectious. And it was that momentum that's why that song felt so good. And here's the other thing too. Usually at the end of a festival, Cheryl and Paul, in their great wisdom, the proprietors, they in their great wisdom, they pushed the time back. We were going to be originally finishing at 6 p.m., but they opted for 5 because it's dinner time. A lot of people with kids, and it's an all ages event. So you wanna just compact it and have everything kind of run smoothly, which it did. Today, because of that, when you're the headliner, the last set can sometimes be kiss of death. You're playing for nobody because everybody wants out of there,
Right.
And they want to beat the traffic, and they want to, vendors tearing down the. Not the case today.
No.
Not the case today.
No.
The beer tent, all the employees in the beer tent were over. All the vendors that were in earshot were all there. Our friend Rick Sains, long story there, but a friend of mine that went to the same school as I did in Dublin, we met over here. I mean, he's a lot older than I am, but one of those very, very small world, freakish, things. And all these people that watched the last show amped us up even more.
Yeah.
So we were able to really leave on a high note, a literal high note,
Yeah.
Just really enjoyable.
Yeah, that was good.
So
Really good day.
Yeah, just it's a delightful. Anyway, so I'm through yapping. If you guys are through slapping, do we start napping?
That's a good. We're at 34 minutes. It's a good length.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I'm saying?
if she agrees. Yeah. No, I just a delightful day, and man, that weather. Look at that weather.
Yeah.
Oh,
77 degrees.
yeah. So we hope to see you all at a show. Why? Because rock and roll will never die. How about that?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
See ya.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
We'll see you soon.